gentlemen, this is the X Division Championship contest. It is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first the challenger from Bombay, India, Sabu!
I've been waiting for this moment. Thinking about this matchup, we called it kind of a dream match in the pre-show. But who better than two guys that would sacrifice their bodies for anything? Two guys that were as unpredictable as any we've ever seen to meet up for it all on the line.
Homicidal, suicidal, genocidal, the challenger Sabu in the ring.
And his opponent is the X Division champion. He is the undefeated Samoan submission machine, Samoa Joe!
Oh, that look on his face, that cold-blooded stare tells the story. Think of the parallels between these two individuals. In essence, Sabu in the decade of the 1990s, certainly a trendsetter, certainly a wrestler who, Don, as you mentioned, not afraid to put his body on the line to show everyone what no limits means. Think of this decade, think of the 2000s, and think of how Samoa Joe has been a trailblazer in the X Division. I see some very interesting parallels between these two, and now, for the first time ever, they're going to square off one-on-one. And the prestige of the X Division Championship at stake. Sabu brought the steel chair into the 6 sides, fired it right at Samoa Joe, but he was able to avoid it. And look at Sabu go right to the offensive. Gonna apply the camel clutch. That's the patented move of his late uncle, the famous Sheik, and he's got it hooked on.
I'll tell you, you look at Sabu, and we've talked about it so many times. You can see the battle scars. You can see the wars he's been through. That's why seeing him out there with a broken arm doesn't even faze you, because you know it wouldn't matter to Sabu. This guy can play through pain. He wears those scars like badges of honor.
You're right, Don. Also, not only the steel chair that he brings to the ring, but you see his arm encased in the cast. I understand it was recently broken in a match in Mexico. Pin attempt, wow, barely a 1 count on Samoa Joe. You think a broken arm is going to stop Sabu from competing for the X Division title? Hardly.
This is a person that, you know, when you think about all the different matches that Joe has had, all the people that have tried to pin him, that have tried to make him submit. And then you look at a guy like Sabu, somebody who is so hard to prepare for. I mean, how do you plan to go into a match with somebody who's suicidal, homicidal, and genocidal? I mean, this man puts his body on the line every single day he gets up out of bed.
Think about this also at the same time. Samoa Joe, known for the muscle buster, known for the coquina clutch, that rear naked choke that's gained him so many victories via submission. Will Sabu tap out? Will Sabu submit if Samoa Joe is able to get the coquina clutch applied?
The thing about making somebody submitted, the pain is so searing. The pain is so bad that you can't take it anymore and you tap out. But you're looking at a man who lives with pain 24 hours a day. I don't know that you can make Sabu tap out. I don't know that he's ever tapped out.
The forehead of Sabu has been busted open. You see the blood pouring out of his head.
Well, we talk about how unforgiving that steel cage is, and that shows you right there. That was like hitting a cheese grater. It's busted.
Samoa Joe took it and just shot him face first right into the steel. The series of kicks now off the rope. Shot with the knee. 280 plus pounds behind that knee.
One thing though that Samoa Joe has, he just has that size, that power, and that will to win. I mean, he'll do anything for you to get the win. He has no compassion at all. And it doesn't matter to him that Sabu is a warrior. It doesn't matter to him that Sabu has done just about anything possible you can do in a ring. As far as Joe's concerned, he's just the next one on the list.
Chair position by Sabu. Now spring off of it and nail Samoa Joe in the corner.
What he's doing right now with that arm, he's just putting it, it doesn't matter. He's just putting it aside. He brings the chair right down on the head there of Samoa Joe.
with the leg drop at the same time, and Samoa Joe going to try and roll out of the way to avoid any further pain or punishment. Sabu, check this out. Springs up. Oh! Caught him with the leg drop.
And you know what? It was almost like he changed directions in midair. He got up there and rolled, realized he was off kilter, and he just shot himself over. And it looked like it cost him a little bit because he caught right on his spine, but he was able to connect with that leg right there on the face of Joe.
Almost as if he improvised right in mid-move to connect with that leg drop.
Oh, wait a minute, he's got the spike.
No, he got the spike in his hand. And Samoa Joe going to try and use his power and his strength here to fight it off. Sabu.
Oh, look how close
it is.
Oh, man.
Cross arm breaker applied.
Oh, look at the referee Slick Dodson trying to get it out of his hand, and he does.
He's
Pretty
successful.
bold on his part.
He's called the Samoan submission machine, and you see Sabu actually has the perfect counter to that cross arm breaker. The submission armbar applied.
How do you prepare for a person like Sabu? Out of nowhere comes the spike. I mean, Joe had to be looking up going, what on earth was this?
And how about Samoa Joe? The broken arm of Sabu. Of course, that's the arm that he's going to target to put the submission hold on.
I can't blame him for that. If a man's going to walk into the ring with a cast, that is a bullseye. That is a target. He's just pulling on it right there. And then stomping on his head.
And right rings out the arm.
Oh,
and then he breaks down. Oh, man. All of his pressure behind that.
Oh, you can see Sabu right now holding on to it. Samoa Joe he will go right at, if he sees any kind of a weakness whatsoever. And I can't blame him after looking down at a spike about a millimeter from my eyeball. I'd go after that broken arm too at that point.
Check out the arm of Sabu, that close-up shot that we just had, as you saw the torque and the pressure being applied by Samoa Joe. The challenger back up to his feet, series of shots, and a drop kick took him down.
Sabu, just amazed to see how he can get back on his feet after things happen to him. And you see him right now going up top. Samoa Joe going up there with him.
The two men battling up on the top rope using the cage. Oh, and he just took that broken arm and drove it right into the steel.
Oh, all the way from the top. He just smashed his head against the mat.
Wow, Samoan counter off the top pin.
1, 2. Oh, just barely got the shoulder up. Whoa. Barely.
From the very outset of this lockdown pay-per-view, we've told you, Don, how yes, championships, bodies, careers on the line. And yes, this is an X Division title match, but I mean, just think of these two competitors. There's no way that they're going to be able to be the same after competing inside the 6 sides of steel. What a brutal matchup this has been.
No, the steel cage does. It changes you. You don't only get scarred physically. You get scarred emotionally. You get scarred on the inside. He's got the muscle buster. They're going to hit it. Oh, he nails it.
Muscle buster.
1, 2, 3.
Ray keeps the title.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner and still X Division champion, Samoa Joe!
No, he keeps the gold. He hit his patented move. He dropped him with the muscle buster, and yes, he pinned him. 1, 2, 3. He's still undefeated one-on-one, 10+ months. No one has pinned Samoa Joe. No one has forced him to submit.
I think that the pain in the arm, the broken arm, was just too much for Sabu to handle. And Samoa Joe exploited it. You could tell he exploited it. I mean, every chance he had. And again, once he was looking down at a spike, I don't blame him right there.
How about that shot at the cameraman by Sabu? As we see the replay look, caught him in the corner with the leg. You talked about the spike. Here it is on display. Look how close it came to the head and the face of Samoa Joe. Caught him with the muscle buster.
And here it was. It was just too much right there for Sabu. He just didn't have the strength. I give him credit for the heart that he had to get in there. Not enough, though, for the Samoan.
Samoa Joe remains X Division